Ladies and gentlemen, this YouTube channel vlog show is of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. It is also about personality, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is your host of the show, Mr. Big Beefy E himself, the elder statesman of Rant and Rave, and Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977, episode 1121 of the show overall. And this is the first AEW Dynamite of 2024 and the fallout from World's End this past Saturday's final pay-per-view of 2023. So a lot has gone down. Samoa Joe cut a promo about being the new AEW World Champion. And it seems to me that, and it seems to me that Samoa Joe intends on keeping that championship for a quite long time. And the Undisputed Kingdom have been formed with the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, Wardlow, Roderick Strong, and their leader, the injured Adam Cole. Adam Cole explained why he did it, why he became the devil, why he backstabbed MJF this way, and he says that MJF is gone for good. So if that's the case, is MJF going to end up in the WWE? We do not know. Yeah, I heard he signed a long-term deal with AEW, but we shall see. We shall see. But Jay White interrupts the Undisputed Kingdom and said, "Hey, listen, it's good that what you did to MJF is cool, but problem is, you're the one who attacked, you guys are the ones who attacked me. Guess what? You're not alone, neither am I." And then the Gun Club ended up backing them up, and they started brawling. All 6 men started brawling until Wardlow got involved, and then the Acclaimed got involved, because they too were attacked by the Undisputed Kingdom when they were in the Devil's masks and all that. So they went after them, and the Acclaimed wanted to go and say, "Hey," and the Guns and Jay White kind of walked away because of the history between the Guns and their father, Billy Gunn. So Daniel Garcia cut a promo on Swerve Strickland, claiming that he was going to beat Swerve Strickland in tonight's main event. So, and then that's, Daniel Garcia has been starting to be a little bit more serious since the Continental Classic. The International title, first matchup of 2024 for AEW, not only on TV, not only that, it was for the International Championship, as Orange Cassidy defends it against Dante Martin of Top Flight. And Orange Cassidy, in a great matchup, Orange Cassidy did retain the title. And as both team members, Hook and Danhausen, was checking up on Orange Cassidy, while his brother Darius and Action Andretti were checking up on Dante, the two shook hands twice after the matchup. But then Private Party is back together. Mark Quinn is back from his injury, as him and Isaiah Kennedy, Isaiah Kennedy, or Isaiah I think it's Isaiah Cassidy. Well, I'm thinking of Isaiah Kennedy. Where did I get that? Isaiah Cassidy, and he said. They said they'll look out any team, including the Hardys. And it seems like when Isaiah Cassidy was hanging out with Matt and Jeff Hardy, but it looks like now with Mark Quinn back, seems like they need to revitalize the tag team division. So if I were Big Bill and Ricky Starks, watch out, Private Party's back together. Mark Quinn's been out for like over a year with an injury. So good to see Mark Quinn back in action. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette, in her first interviewing job, is the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm. The lovely Timeless Toni Storm, with her butler, Luther. And Toni Storm hates Newark, New Jersey. That's where they're from. But then she decided, well, she's going to go to Manhattan and go see Times Square and all that good stuff. And she's probably going to find the Three Stooges. Who knows for sure? Who knows what that girl is up to. And then goes, Luther, let's go. Chin, tits, shoe. Renee Paquette's holding the shoe going, what the heck is going on? But her work is not done. House of Black cut a promo on FTR. Just said that we named the time and place. Collision Saturday in North Carolina. And for the family and friends. This is going to be something. Renee Paquette is continuing the interview with Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana to respond to what Daniel Garcia had to say. This is going to be a heck of a match. And then Swerve Strickland says that he may be going after the AEW World Championship. Mariah May, the protege, shall we say, probably the biggest Tony Storm fan, made her debut against Queen Aminata. And one thing about Excalibur, he mentioned Mina Shirakawa. I like to see Mina Shirakawa on TV one of these days. Either AEW or WWE, it doesn't matter. I love me some Mina Shirakawa. Anyways, Mariah May, she was a former goddess of Stardom champion with Mina Shirakawa. The goddess of Stardom championship would be more like Stardom tag team champions. And Mariah May did beat Queen Aminata. And then, here's Renee Paquette's work is never done. She interviewed Mariah May after the matchup. And then she starts trashing New Jersey. But some music, and I thought was Tony Storm to greet her. But it wasn't Tony Storm. Ladies and gentlemen, appearing for the first time in AEW, Deonna Purrazzo, the virtuosa. And she says, well, wherever Tony Storm is, I want you to send a message that I'm coming after her and the championship. I'm going, oh boy, this ought to be fun. Because Deonna Purrazzo officially says she's all elite. She is signed with AEW. And now she is challenging Tony Storm. And then Mariah May slapped her across the face. I was like, you don't do that to Deonna Purrazzo. You don't slap her across the face. She's from Jersey. And plus, she's a fellow Patriots fan. By the way, Deonna Purrazzo is. But you don't slap a Jersey girl. Dude. She fought back and sending a message. So, Mariah May, welcome to America. So, there's that. And so, both exchange slaps and hits, and Purrazzo sends May out of the ring. Tony Schiavone interviews Christian Cage, and Christian Cage says he'll be the TNT now and forever, and he dares anyone to try and challenge him. I don't know, Christian Cage, I think somebody needs to blindside him or something, man. I'll tell you what. But then Renee Paquette, once again, interviews, job is never done. Looks like a brand new version of the Outcast, Saraya, Ruby Soho, and the newest member, Harley Cameron. And Ruby Soho said, yeah, I think the blonde that is out of her mind thing really worked well last time. Harley Cameron is about as equally as talented as Tony Storm. But a little bit more talented because Harley Cameron can sing. But I still like Tony Storm. What is with me and blonde Australian wrestling chicks? I don't know. I like Harley Cameron and Tony Storm. They're my favorites. Anyway, so looks like Harley Cameron's got more potential. And then old Hot Dog Head, that's what I'm calling Don Callis from here on in, Hot Dog Head Callis, was joining on commentary as Darby Allin took on Konosuke Takeshita. This was a heck of a matchup, and nobody interfered in this matchup. Nobody else got involved. Not even Don Callis himself. Takeshita has picked up the victory over a former TNT champion in Darby Allin. That's a big, huge victory for Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha. I'll tell you one thing right now. That is going to be a huge matchup. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette, her work's never done. Interviewed the Don Callis family, and he decided to issue a challenge to Sting and Darby Allin at Daly's place where it all began next week. So they accepted the challenge for next week. Meanwhile, Eddie Kingston is joining on commentary as a Continental Crown title eliminator matchup in a fatal four-way. Trent Beretta versus Bounty Hunter Brian Keith, El Hijo del Vikingo, and the Machine Brian Cage. This was a heck of a matchup. Could have gone either way. Danhausen gets involved in the matchup, helping out Trent Beretta. And the result, Trent Beretta ends up picking up the victory, and he'll face Eddie Kingston this Saturday night at Collision for the AEW Continental Crown Championship. And then the Continental title looks very beautiful, man. I like it. And then Renee Paquette was interviewing Matt Menard before the main event as Daniel Garcia takes on Swerve Strickland. But Adam Page interrupts him and says, he's in a really ticked off mood. And he's upset at Samoa Joe. He says, I want somebody to give me a reason to kick their butts. Matt Menard then joins on commentary as Daniel Garcia went one-on-one with Swerve Strickland. And during the top of the match, Prince Nana and Daniel Garcia had a dance off. Prince Nana. Here's Prince Nana doing this, and you see Daniel Garcia doing this, and it was crazy. But then Swerve Strickland, it's like a little distractive tactic because it almost worked, but then Daniel Garcia saw Swerve Strickland coming. So there you go. But then it was a heck of a matchup. Swerve Strickland did win the matchup in the end, and Prince Nana was Swerve Strickland to go shake Daniel Garcia's hand. They're about to. Prince Nana low blowed him, and then Prince Nana grabbed the microphone, and after Swerve Strickland kicks Garcia out of the ring, he says, here's your next AEW World Champion. But Hangman Adam Page interrupts things. Then him and Strickland went at it, and then they brought to the point where staff security separated these two. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think AEW Dynamite, the ratings could not be, I hate to say it, but the ratings, no, that's not what I think about the ratings. I just loaded, laid a huge fart. Anyways, yeah. By the way, what was as big as Raw is when they had The Rock return. But Deonna Purrazzo's arrival in AEW has decided to kick up the women's division up a notch, and that's what I like about that. 2024, I think AEW can turn around with a couple of big huge signings if they do that. Deonna Purrazzo is a start. I don't know if Mercedes Moné, a.k.a. Sasha Banks, is going to follow suit. Is Sasha going back to the WWE? We do not know. Now, I'm not taking that with I'm not taking anything with a grain of salt. I'm just going to say, let's just let everything play out and see what happens. So, right now, Deonna Purrazzo is a good start for the AEW Women's Division, and that will be huge. Jamie Hayter's on her way back. You got a good crop of talent, and you got Britt Baker. I think she's still hurt right now. I think, or she's still doing her dentist thing. You got Britt Baker. You got Jamie Hayter. You got Ruby Soho, Toni Storm, the women's world champ, Riho, Hikaru Shida, Mariah May, the rookie coming to them. Then you got Deonna Purrazzo. Now added to those talented ladies, you got the future in Julia Hart and Sky Blue, and I believe Mariah May. Another woman in the future, but adding Deonna Purrazzo in that mix, this is going to be huge, and the Virtuosa is gunning straight to the top, gunning for timeless Toni Storm. It'll be a heck of a matchup. So that's all the time we have on this show, episode 1121 of AEW Shenanigans 1977. Overall, the first Dynamite of 2024. It's happened. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer. Hold on a second here before we conclude this. Tomorrow will be Press Your Luck, and we got Impact, and also the first Rant and Rave of 2024. See what happens. Until then, Mr. Announcer, take us home. This concludes today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A big beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bova Telepictures and Distribution. See you next time on another episode of the show. Goodbye for now.